Hi guys, welcome to another Barb Stamps video. Today's video is all about the Petal Passion Suite. It can be found on pages 22 and 23 of the Occasions catalog that is current right now. And it's got a lot of amazing products. We've got the Petal Palette stamp set, the Petal Passion Embellishments, the Whisper White Organza ribbon, the Petal Pair Textured Impressions Embossing folders, the Petal Passion Designer Series paper, and the Petals More Thinlits dies. I have 43 cards today to show you using various products from this suite along with some other things. Here are the two Petal Pair folders. They are the skinny folders. They're about 2 inches wide, and there are a number of cards that do use these folders. We've got the Petal Passion Designer Series paper, which is a black and white amazing paper that can be colored so many different ways. It's got 6 or 12 different patterns, double-sided sheets, and here are just a couple of cards that I have done coloring the black and white paper. Whoops, upside down. So it's super cool, super amazing, and black and white is just timeless and classic, so everybody needs that. We also have the Petal Passion Embellishments. There are 24 of these in the package. They're the little leaves and flower images. We've got the Whisper White Skinny Organza ribbon, which you can also color with our Stampin' Blends markers or sponge daubers and ink pads. And then we've got the Thinlits dies. It's a set of 10 dies. And here I've actually die cut all the pieces, stamped what I could, cropped them out because my customers do like to see this. And I just think it's a really helpful way to see what the images look like when they're cut and how the stamped images coordinate with the dies. And then here's the stamp set. It's a two-set stamp set. It's got a lot of wonderful greetings, some great fonts, and then some fun images here. And so let's get into some of the cards that use some of the dies. This one here, we've got this little kind of long skinny leaf die here coming out behind that circle. Here are the two flowers, the bigger one and the smaller one on this card. We've got the bird here and then the leaf sprig here. This one uses the label along with the flowers and then the large flower here. We've got this one that uses the leaf sprig also, as well as the label and that kind of, I'm not sure what you'd call that, just a decorative background piece. And then this one uses the leaf sprig, the decorative background piece, and then the flower. So let's get into the rest of the cards. We'll start with this one here. This one uses some of our Springtime Foils Designer Series paper that is available through Celebration. We've got the greeting here, the leaf sprig, and then some of this yummy silver-edged metallic ribbon that can be colored with our Stampin' Blends markers, like I did in this card here. I used the Daffodil Delight. Next, we've got this gorgeous card that also has half of a label with the greeting, a bunch of the long dotted image from the stamp set. Let's just bring that back in here. This long dotted image right here is just kind of randomly stamped. A couple different pieces of ribbon, the large flower cut and cropped out, and then some of that leaf sprig along with one of our stitched shaped circle framelits. We've got this gorgeous card here using some of those patterns of the Designer Series paper, 3 of them actually here. We've got a large oval from the Layering Ovals framelits, and then a little banner here with the greeting on it, and the bird, and then the flower. Moving on, we've got this card that uses some more of the Designer Series paper. That little small flower there, the kind of decorative piece in the background, and then the big leaf spray there. Kind of fun. Is there anything in this one? Yep. We've got a little bit of the washi tape there along the bottom on the inside just to give it a little flair. We've got this one here that uses some of the paper from the, one of the birthday papers. I'll have to put it up on the screen. We've got the bird here colored in with some of our Stampin' Right markers, a couple of these adhesive backed sequins, and then some stitched shaped squares. And then here's that label again with the nice greeting on it. This next one uses one of my favorite colors that's retiring, the, what is this called? Sweet Sugar Plum. Nice flower image there, the bird, some of this delicious Berry Burst metallic edged ribbon, and then that black decorative piece right there. Here's an interesting card that uses a little bit of the bleaching technique where you stamp the images and then you bleach out the portion that you want to actually go back and add some color. So this was some soft suede cardstock stamped with the black, then use some bleach on the leaves and the flowers, and you go back in with the color to add it. So it's just a really, really amazing technique. A little bit of the label here and then the decorative piece in the background. This one uses one of those Petal Pair folders that we talked about in the beginning. This is the kind of vine image there. A couple of the layering squares, layering squares, and then the stitched square, and then that little tiny flower die cut here, really nice. Some rhinestones, and then a bit of our skinny silver metallic ribbon there. This one uses our pretty label punch. At least it's not what it's called. I'll put it up on the screen. Some of the Whisper White organza ribbon, a few different patterns of the designer series paper, a stitched circle, some pearls, and then the flower was cut out. This one here uses some of the designer series paper, and then some of the polka dots were colored in with one of our Stampin' Write markers in Wisteria Wonder. And then we've just got some random patterns stamped back here, and the greeting, and then that cute little flower die cut there. And these 3 cards are actually from a Facebook Live that I did a few weeks ago. You can check my Facebook Lives out on my Facebook page. I'll put the address right here for you. And they used the Springtime Foils paper, the leaf images from the stamp set here, and then some of the small little die cut pieces, and then the paper was colored with our sponge brayer and some of our fun ink colors. So be sure to check out my Facebook Lives every Wednesday at noon Eastern. This one here is all done in cherry cobbler. Gorgeous, gorgeous coloring on this one. And then we've got some of the layering ovals framelits, a nice decorative piece there. And then the inside has the Life is So Much Better With You in it, so I guess it actually goes like this. Oops, my bad. Another gorgeous red and black one, again with that Petal Pair embossing folder. We've got a little bit of that mini sequin trim, the rose image, a die cut. And this is some of our skinny red ribbon. What's it actually called? The Real Red 1/8 inch ribbon. And this is a carryover from the holiday catalog that you can still get. And then some of the designer series paper with some of our layering circles. We've got this one with the designer series paper, that fun decorative piece there, the label, designer series paper, the leaf sprig, and then the flower with the stitched oval. I love this powder pink, black, and white. Really pretty. This one here is on the Dapper Denim, and it's got the Petal Pair embossing folder in the background there, the label, the big flower image die cut out of silver glimmer paper, some rhinestones, and then some splattered white ink there, along with the bird and the flower, and then some really cute Dapper Denim baker's twine. Another one with powder pink and the black and white, great die cutting there. And then we've got some of that metallic black thread, some of the Whisper White organza ribbon, and then some rhinestones with the designer series paper strip on there. And this one uses some of the layering squares framelits and the stitched square. And here's some of these tiny little glitter and epoxy shapes that are in the Occasions catalog. Here's one of those embellishments that I talked about, the bird, the decorative piece, the doily. This is just full of embellishments here. And then some of the ribbon there, really nice. This one here is this black and white, and then added this great splash of the lemon lime twist ombre ribbon. We've got some of these clear faceted gems here, 2 of the main die cuts, and then this was actually run through the Big Shot twice with the Petal Pair embossing folder and a little bit of the designer series paper. This one's on Crumb Cake, Old Olive, and Berry Burst. We've got the Petal Pair folder in the background there, the flower one. We've got some more clear faceted, or these are the gold faceted gems, excuse me, some gold glimmer paper, or gold foil sheet, good lord, the label, and then the leaf sprig. Here's a fun one that uses a couple of the patterns of the designer series paper, some of the mini black sequins, the image cropped out and colored in with the cherry cobbler and the Old Olive Stampin' Blends markers. And then we've got the leaf punch here with some vellum in the background, really classic. And then just a little bit inside there. This one uses our new Truly Tailored punch, I believe is what this one is called. And it's got just a bunch of the pens of the designer series paper. And then we've got a few of the adhesive back sequins there with some lemon lime twist ombre ribbon. Here's one done in Berry Burst with the simple stripes folder here in the back. A piece of a doily. Here's the little dotted image across there, the bird, and then the leaf sprig there coming in from the side. This one uses the folder again, one of the Petal Pair folders, and we've got the big blossom die cut, the best wishes on just a couple of banners here, and the designer series paper. This one uses some more of the designer series paper, but it's got a lot of these are colored in with the Calypso Coral marker, and then the bird and the Calypso Coral. And then we've got the scattered sequins folder here in the back. Hopefully you can kind of see that. It just gives a really nice, interesting look to it. Some of the Whisper White organza ribbon zigzag back and forth, and then a couple of the Petal Passion embellishments. This one is done using the baby wipe technique, and I'm going to link a video that I did right up here for you to check that one out if you'd like. A couple of layering circles, actually these are punches, a strip of tempting turquoise, and then some of the silver metallic thread coming out of the bottom of that. These next 3 cards are basically the same, just using the different patterns of the Designer Series paper and the 2 colors of Rich Raspberry Stampin' Blends markers. So we just did random coloring on the papers, added a strip of glimmer paper. Here's a couple of the little flower die cuts. A bow from, I think it's Mini Treat Bag Thinlits. This one actually has the shimmer ribbon, and then that nice decorative piece there at the bottom. Loving this in the Cherry Cobbler. The Petal Passion, or the Petal Pair folder here, the Truly Tailored Punch, the Designer Series paper, layering ovals, just makes a really, really nice card. This one here also uses some Cherry Cobbler, and we've got the paper colored in with the Cherry Cobbler marker. We've got the bird and the little kind of flowery leaf image there, the greeting, and then a little bit of color on that with some of that shimmery black ribbon there. Designer Series paper along the side here with some of our yummy shimmer ribbon in the Pear Pizzazz. Here's some more of those glitter shapes. You can see there's actually glitter in them. They're really cool. The large image colored and die cut, and then a large oval with everything kind of placed for the focal point there. Here's a fun kind of pocket cards. We've got the outside with the Designer Series paper and the 2 flower die cuts, and this uses the Starburst punch and then one of our circle punches, and then the inside's just some Designer Series paper, a little bit of the ribbon, and then it just tucks right inside that pocket there. Fun. Here's one using the Myths and Magic glimmer paper. Love, 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 love this card. We've got the main image stamped here in Lemon Lime Twist. Here it is stamped in black, colored in, and then a greeting from, I believe it's the one of the birthday sets. I'll put it on the screen. I can't remember what that's from. Here's one that uses kind of an artistic thing, and I'm not sure if this is some brush-o on the background and then some stamped images, a little bit of our crinkled seam binding, and then some other random stamped images there with some black popping out. Looks really nice. Here's a really classic card for a wedding in basic gray. We've got that long dotted image there, the flower just kind of scribbly colored, not really perfect, looks great. Some rhinestones, a little bit of that powder pink shimmer ribbon, or is it, I think it's Blushing Bride, my mistake. And then the tag there with the best wishes greeting. Here's one that uses those little leaf sprigs again. We've got the layering circles here, a stitched circle, a little tiny rhinestone, and then some of the Designer Series paper with yummy, yummy silver foil sheet back there. And then these next cards are some fancy folds. This one's kind of a Z fold. So we've got the Designer Series paper on a few different panels. We've got the bird, a flower, some of the random die cuts just kind of thrown around here. One of the doilies, one of our labels. Just really, really fun card. And this one uses the bird and then the leaves and then the kind of polka dots, and it also uses this swirly, oh good lord, swirly something die cuts. And check this out. Isn't that kind of fun? This is another kind of fancy fold. I don't know what this is called, but it is kind of fun looking, I think. And then here's a bridge card. So it would actually stand up on a person's desk like so. It's got the bridge piece across here with the bird and some of the Whisper White ribbon. And then the Designer Series papers, and then our congratulations on the inside. So that's kind of a fun card too. Fun folds are always fun. We've got this one here that's got the Designer Series paper on the front. Then we've got the greeting there, a cute little flower image with the rhinestone in it. And then you can flip that up and you've got the greeting on there. So that's a lot of fun. This one here is kind of like a book card, I guess, in a sense, where you fold it in half and then you actually glue this portion down after you score it. It's got the Tranquil Tide and some Emerald Envy, Early Espresso, excuse me, along with some of our finely woven ribbon here in the Tranquil Tide. And like, again, it's just kind of a fun fold. And our final card is this one, which is called, I'm not even sure, like some kind of a flip-flop card where it opens up a lot. And then the patterned paper here has been run over with one of our sponge brayers and some pink Pirouette ink, I believe the color is. We've got the flower spray there, the thank you. You open it up and then you have even more fun inside. So that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I enjoy doing these videos for you, so go ahead and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy them. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you need to order any supplies, your Petal Palette suite, you can get it at shoppingwithbarb.com. Use my host code for the month. I always give away free gifts. I do have lots of other projects on my blog at barbstamps.com. And then I also do Facebook Live presentations every Wednesday at noon Eastern, so check those out on my Facebook page. Thanks so much, you guys, and have a wonderful day.